Two teams who have turned things around in terms of the performance over the last couple of weeks on the uptrend. It's Monterey Bay FC welcoming Sporting JAX, presented by the Monterey County Hospitality Association. Happy to have you with us this evening on ESPN Plus, alongside MLS veteran Ricky Lopez-Espin. I'm Joe Malfa. Ricky, it's night and day for Monterey Bay these last couple of weeks.
For Monterey Bay under Alex Crivello, he's given them a little bit more freedom. Players have the ability to go out and express themselves, and there's a lot more commitment going higher up the field. There's more numbers advancing in around that final third, and they've scored some really good goals for this Monterey Bay side at home, an opportunity to continue to push up the Western Conference.
Well, they passed the eye test. They have the couple of wins to show for it, but look at the numbers. The goals uptick, the shots uptick, with the possession, that's where things have really changed. Completely different style they're playing under Alex Crivello. Your eyes are telling you one thing, the numbers are backing it up, and the results are there for Monterey Bay. On the other side for Sporting JAX, similar. They've been better the last couple of games. They don't have the win to show for it yet, but they're on the upswing as well.
For Leon Fox, we had the ability to speak with him, and he said, look, the performances are actually there. There's glimpses of how good we can be. Now we're looking for consistency, and consistency in both boxes. Defending, they need to do a little bit better in terms of their compactness, and higher up the field, they need to have that ruthless mentality. After some good performances, an opportunity to create momentum in a difficult place to play here in California.
And for Sporting JAX fans, as bleak as it might seem, we looked at a couple of recent expansion teams that have had similar early struggles. Birmingham Legion, Oakland Roots, Rhode Island FC in 19, 21, and 24. All three of those teams similar in terms of the points and the results through 11 games. All three of those teams still found a way to make the playoffs. So just beyond the 1/3 mark here this season, Sporting JAX certainly have an opportunity, and maybe that turn can happen tonight. It's Monterey Bay welcoming Sporting JAX, the first ever meeting between these clubs, and we have it for you next on ESPN Plus.
When the Monterey Bay FC Union soccer team flies, they prefer to fly from the Monterey Regional Airport.
We love flying
out of the Monterey Regional Airport.
No matter the reason you need to fly, choose the Monterey Regional Airport and skip the stress of the larger airports.
The Monterey Regional Airport
is the easy and convenient way to fly, short TSA lines, and parking is just a few steps away.
It's easy, it's convenient. It's the Monterey Regional Airport. To learn more, visit MontereyAirport.com.
At Montage Health, we go way back in Monterey County. We've been here for life's bumps and bruises, and its joyous moments, too. Our dedicated, compassionate staff have cared for generations of you. We're locals serving locals, delivering all the care you need right here. Visit montagehealth.org.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Monterey County Hospitality Association, Taylor Farms, and Montage Health. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups presented by The Lab.
For Monterey Bay, You're looking at that front four. Elijah Paul is going to stay as high as he possibly can, trying to get on the end of service. Sebastian Leget's going to have the freedom to go out and search the game. And then you have really good 1v1 players with Bidwa and Naja, the ability to really put pressure on this Jacksonville back line. That front four, expect them to get in a rhythm early because they can cause some issues. And if you are Jacksonville, especially after the cross-country travel, it's going to be really difficult to weather the first 10 to 15 minutes. So you're looking at this back three or back five to start this game to give you a foundation, to give you confidence. Rito and Rose on either side of the ball, they'll give you width, but they'll also give you work rate to push higher up the field. So understanding you need to be really compact defensively to set into this game, and then you can go out and attack it.
Monterey Bay looking for another quick start. Sporting JAX with the cross-country trip, hoping to avoid that. Monterey Bay led 2-0 by the 11th minute of their last game, that 4-1 win over Loudoun. They go right to left in the blue. Sporting JAX left to right in the white. Matthew Thompson in the yellow, our referee this evening. And away we go from Garden Alley Stadium in Seaside, California. Happy to have you with us this evening on ESPN Plus, alongside MLS veteran Ricky Lopez-Espin. I'm Joe Malfa. First ever meeting between Monterey Bay FC and Sporting JAX. Expect this early, expect this often. Touched on it off the top. Monterey Bay drastically improved in the possession under Alex Covello. Very much a possession-first guy coming from Barcelona. It's one thing to have that plan, it's another to execute. And in his short stint as the head coach, they've been executing.
You're looking at Ross and Nakamura to understand when to drop and their positioning, because if they can play and operate in between lines, then you cause a little bit of confusion within the pressing system for Sporting JAX.
Some of these moments where Monterey Bay are working out some of the issues in the possession. You just saw Nico Gordon very animated telling Jacob Jackson, the goalkeeper, to drop back into net. Jacob Jackson just came on loan to Monterey Bay, so he's learning a new possession-based system in his role as the goalkeeper. Naja sent on a run by Glasgow. These two have been dynamic together on this left side. Naja, so good with the ball. Naja driving it through. Early season, he wasn't fully healthy. He's brought back for the free kick. The advantage didn't materialize, but Naja wasn't fully healthy early in the year. As soon as Covello came in, that's when Naja came into health, and he has made all the difference as a regular starter for Monterey Bay.
Well, you also look how Monterey Bay like to build out of the back. They actually build in a three, which allows Glasgow to push really high and wide, and that gives Naja the ability to play centrally and to combine, whether it is Paul or Bidwa, who spearheads the attack. So there's a lot of rotations and often comfortability for Naja with the ball at his feet in between lines. Really good 1v1 player.
24-year-old Naja on loan from Feyenoord. His first year with Monterey Bay, supposed to be on loan the whole season. As we take a look at tonight's keys to the game, presented by the Brass Tap. What do you got for us, Ricky?
You're looking for Monterey Bay. You have to win that midfield battle. Understanding especially the way that Alex Covello wants to play. He wants to play in between lines. He wants to be progression. So if you have success in that middle third, you'll have a lot of opportunity to go out and win this game. And for Sporting JAX, you and I had the ability to speak with Liam Fox, and he was really open and really honest, saying, look, we just need to be better in both boxes, and that is the biggest key, especially when playing away from home.
It was interesting talking to Liam Fox. This one comes all the way down to Christian Olivares. He didn't sound like a coach whose team is winless. 0-8-3 at this point in the season, because you could tell something's being built. And that was one of the big themes of his conversation. He said, look, I didn't take this job thinking we'd be successful right away. I knew it'd be a project. I knew we'd have to lay the foundation. They have some players who are coming in. He hinted at one of those players being Raheem Somersault. We chatted on Monday. That signing was officially announced on Tuesday, so it was not a lie from Liam Fox. They had something else on the way, and he slots right into the 11 coming over from Tulsa here this evening.
Yeah, he's a really big guy. Somersault, his ability to cover ground, hard in his challenges, knows what it takes to be successful in USL. Who's a player that they're going to rely heavily on.
Glasgow brought down by Harvey Neville. Harvey Neville, one of a couple of guys for Sporting JAX who have started every game so far this season. Nakamura drops in between the center backs in their build out in possession. Nakamura all the way back now to Jacob Jackson. Jackson on loan from San Diego. In 4 starts last September for FC Dallas in MLS. That life of a goalkeeper. If you're not a number 1 for a team, you're always trying to find minutes somewhere. That's 2 starts for him for Monterey Bay. Rose works it back. Top towards Sadlier. Lost his footing. The attack has been potent these last couple of games for Sporting JAX. And the win hasn't come yet, but 2-2 draw against Brooklyn in which they were down 2-0. 4-4 draw against the top San Antonio team, although a game they led 3-0 and then fell apart at the seams early in the second half. Did well to battle back in that game, though, after San Antonio used the momentum, took a lead. Sporting JAX then tied it 4-4 and had a chance late to win it still. Gordon. Harvey Neville shielding it off. All right, Glasgow wins this. Glasgow goes for a goal deflected and out for the first Eagle corner kick of the evening for Monterey Bay.
And you see Harvey Neville quickly puts up his hand, knows he should be doing better with this ball. You should not allow this ball to bounce. Glasgow showing a little bit of strength, fending him off in the end. Harvey does a good job at cutting down the angle in terms of his recovery run.
Eagle corner kick, first of the evening. Sebastian Leggett will take it. Leggett drops it in, good service. Punched away by Olivares. Back in the air, Olivares tracking. Bounces. Did he misread it? Didn't matter. Offside flag came up. Sun's still an issue for these teams at this point. Low 60s temperature, dipping into the 50s as the evening goes along.
Cold.
Cold for you.
Cold.
That's a beautiful night. I don't know what you're talking about. And you know what? I gotta have some words with our director because I guess he's on your side. Because as you say cold, he shows Alex Cavillo wearing a jacket.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, I'll take the L on this one.
You'd go.
I'd be in
just
shorts.
a shirt?
I'd be in a t-shirt and shorts.
That's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Not even like a light.
No.
Be?
No. Garcia. Gordon. Not the only game going on tonight in USL Championship. While Sporting JAX look for their first win, Charleston Battery are hoping to give Tampa Bay their first loss. That game is 1-1 in Tampa with 20 minutes remaining. Top 2 teams in the USL Championship power rankings this week. Tampa Bay 1, Charleston 2. Also El Paso up 1-0 on the road against Detroit City. And later tonight, Phoenix Rising. About 20 minutes from now, we'll kick off at home against Louisville City. Louisville City side and are winless in their last 5 regular season games. 4 losses, 1 draw. They haven't won since April 18th against this Sporting JAX side. Nadja, that's it back. Cap at the U23 level for Ivory Coast. Kevin Nadja, so much talent, you can see it every time he touches the ball. Neville, again, trouble reading this one. Very frustrated, the body language yelling at Christian Olivares. I thought his goalkeeper was gonna come get that one.
Need to have communication, whether it is Neville or the goalkeeper Olivares, but someone needs to take the initiative. You cannot allow this ball again to bounce in your defensive 18-yard box.
Third time.
Third time. But if you're Monterey Bay, you have to take account of that and continue to push. and really test this right side of JAX back line.
Harvey Neville's not a right-sided center back by trade in this, call it a 3, call it a 5, whatever you want to call it. There's 3 center backs across for Sporting JAX. He's an out-and-out wing back or winger by trade. A converted right center back in this system. Defending is not necessarily his strong suit. He's much better getting up the field and impacting the attack, Harvey Neville. Minutes in, somewhat going to form. 68% of the possession going Monterey Bay's way. They've averaged just about 52% since Alex Covello took over. Dangerous challenge from behind by Neville. See a card? No. Might be the moment where Matthew Thompson set the tone just a bit.
It's a late challenge from Neville.
From behind as well.
Really lucky not to see yellow, the Sporting JAX defender. You're understanding that if you do have the ability to break that front and midfield line above Sporting JAX, now you really put pressure on the back line because they need to step out, and that plays exactly into what Alex Covello wants because you have a lot of pace, whether it is Paul, Naja, and Bidwal running in behind into a lot of green grass.
Matthew Thompson going over for a conversation with Harvey Neville. So much of this game is knowing your referee, knowing the tendencies. Matthew Thompson, incredibly respected, has been on the whistles for finals and top games in the pro ranks and college ranks in the past. His calling card is consistency. Now, there are games where he's consistently dishing out some yellows, and there are games where the threshold is higher, but he's consistent. So if this is the threshold he's establishing, that's the level of consistency you can expect throughout the game from Matthew Thompson. Very good referee. Farnsworth. Work around to Glasgow. Good talent for Monterey Bay. On loan from other clubs, Glasgow one of them. On loan from Chicago Fire, spent last year on loan with Loudon. This year here at Monterey Bay. Dynamic winger, 34 caps and 21 goals for Guyana as well. Here's Nadja. So much freedom in this new system under Covello. Nadja to go and impact the game. Stays down. Tries to get in behind here for Monterey Bay. Drifting toward goal, it's Paul. Swings his foot and puts it just wide. Off balance. Swung the hip around. Made contact. Good contact, but off target.
Starting to see movement from a central location. This time it's Sebastian Leggett making this run. And just notice the lack of shape here for Sporting JAX. This is Gomez putting pressure, and he's on the left side of the back line. All over other side of the field. Sebastian Leggett, wonderful job at keeping his balance and putting this ball to the cutback. Elijah Paul just gets underneath it and puts it up and over the crossbar. Good action for Monterey Bay.
Elijah Paul, 2 goals, 2 assists this season. One of those players who maybe stands to benefit most from this new system. Seen a drastic uptick in service and opportunities over the last few games. Fans, make sure to get all the latest MBFC gear by visiting mbfcshop.com. Glasgow. Neville. All the way back for Olivares. Through for Leggett. Sebastian Leggett. Cut off by Antonio Gomez.
At some point, you need to play forward if you are Sporting JAX. 14 minutes in. this whole game has been played in your defensive half. Look at your front two players, Jääskeläinen and Sadlier, only 2 touches between them. Unimpactful whatsoever. Again, yes, you want to be a team that breaks through lines and wants to build through the pressure, but there's nothing wrong, again, for pressing, for playing a little bit more direct and getting those 2 players more involved.
There's something to be said, though, tonight, perhaps, for being more stable defensively. That was a big part of our conversation with Liam Fox. They had a stretch of 4 straight 1-0 defeats, April into May. Then they started scoring. They were a little bit more proactive. That's around the time the formation shift happened. More progressive, more forward thinking. Started scoring goals, but they also started conceding goals at a high clip. Again, their last 2 games, a 2-2 draw, a 4-4 draw. They had a 4-1 defeat in there against the Charleston Battery. So with that shift came more attack, but also came more vulnerability on the back end. You wanted to try to strike a better balance here tonight.
I think balance is the right word. It's 15 minutes in, it's been all defending from Sporting JAX, but as you say that, when a dangerous set piece, corner kick in their favor.
You make a moment like this count. Quarter of an hour in, haven't seen much of the ball. Still looking for your first win on the season. They've been getting closer, they've been knocking on that door. Liam Fox and crew, these are the moments you take advantage of. From the corner, dropped in. Eduardo Rito tracks it down for Sporting JAX. Dropped it again. He's coming together. Out for Jääskeläinen, fizzes it across. Too much. Stay in play though for Tyshawn Rose, Eduardo Rito. Rotating over on that left side. Other service in, 3rd service of this sequence. And none of the 3 connect with teammates. Glasgow, cut off well by Harvey Neville.
Our first giveaway of the night is from Big Sur River Inn. Our friends in N1 are getting a gift card to Big Sur River Inn. Thanks for coming down. Look out for more giveaways.
Possession disparity is stark. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Saturday, June 20th for a thrilling USL Championship Western Conference showdown. Sparks will fly when Las Vegas Lights take on an electric Orange County SC at 10:30 Eastern. All the action on CBS Sports Network June 20th. Quickly the other way for Rito. It's left behind. Contact there. Matthew Thompson says play on. Tracking it down. Jackson shielding it out. Went quickly on the throw. Jackson had to get back to goal. Flipped through. Jackson has it and now can settle down. The ball in from Kieran Sadlier.
With the amount of possession that Monterey Bay has and how progressive they want to be, they want to throw numbers forward, and a lot of times that can leave themselves vulnerable going back the other way. So if you do force a turnover and you are Sporting JAX, your first look needs to be forward into a higher line.
Long run for Glasgow, gets there. Laurie Glasgow working on Harvey Neville. Glasgow cuts it back inside. Still Glasgow feeding it across. And connected yet in the final third, Monterey Bay. Perhaps here. Space, chance at goal, it's in! Monterey Bay with another strong start. It's Joel Garcia giving them the lead.
Just mentioned for Sporting JAX, once you do recover the ball, you need to play forward, but you also have to be aware of the risk. Nothing wrong with just clearing your lines here. You try to overcomplicate it, you try to play through the press, and you give Monterey Bay the ability to squeeze this game. Fantastic recognition from Garcia Jr. to put this ball into Elijah Bond. Continues his run. Every single player in a Sporting JAX defender gets dropped deep. That opens up the cutback, and what a wonderful place finish this is from Garcia. Top corner, no chance. Monterey Bay in the lead.
Goal brought to you by Taylor Farms. Last game against Loudoun, the 4-1 win. They were up 2-0 inside of a dozen minutes. Flag stays down here. Sporting JAX looking to respond. Legs get tangled up. Elijah Paul. This down throw coming from Monterey Bay.
And the wide parts of the field are just causing so many issues for Sporting JAX, whether it is Paul, Elijah puts the ball over the top and just a little bit quicker.
Thanks for coming out to the Hospitality Night, brought to you by Monterey County Hospitality Association.
We're seeing a little bit of a different build out here for Monterey Bay. A lot of times when you build in a 3-back, good strength again from Glasgow.
Delivers.
If you do connect that first initial ball out of the back, you're going to find room to operate in. Fantastic work rate from Somersault, and that's exactly why you go out and get him. The ability to progress the ball, to cover ground, retain possession. Good action from number 44 in white.
Halfway through this first half, Monterey Bay looking for a third straight victory. It's amazing how quickly a team's outlook on the season can change when you string together a few wins in this league. Monterey Bay seem left for dead at the bottom of the Western Conference. To be fair, in the live table, still at the bottom of the Western Conference, but with how tight things are in the West, yes, they're in last place in the live table. They're only 2 points off of a playoff spot. Charleston Battery have gone up 2-1 on the road against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. In danger of their first loss of the season. Swan with the goal.
How good has he been?
Fantastic.
For the Charleston Battery.
I believe that's a 5th goal for him in 10 games this season. Got called into the youth national team for an upcoming camp. Free kick coming for Sporting JAX. Crowd felt it was about to be a goal-scoring chance for Monterey Bay, but it goes the other way.
Just trying to wiggle out of this space from Naja. I think a little bit of a drop of the shoulder into Petter gets him in trouble right in front of Matthew Thompson.
Rito. Four-header away, right back up the middle. It's out for a goal kick. No harm, no foul in the end.
That header needs to go away from traffic.
Literally anywhere else but there.
Not. That is defending 101. when you clear your ball, when you clear the balls, never down into that central location.
MBFC returns to Carnelli Stadium on Saturday, June 20th at 7 p.m. for California Rodeo Night. First 4,000 fans receive a bandana. For more information and to purchase tickets, visit MontereyBayFC.com.
Pretty good deal, huh?
How do you think Kelpie would wear a bandana? Do you think it would be?
You gotta get a big one. You gotta get a massive bandana.
It's like the question, like how would a giraffe wear a tie? Would it be all the way up at the head, or would it be down further by the chest? I don't know.
The chest.
No, I agree with that. But Kelpie wearing a bandana.
Well, there's different ways you can wear a bandana.
That's true.
Yeah. We need a little bit of context there, Joe. Good run.
Ball over the top from Petter. Some chaos, but nothing. Glasgow fouled. Neville the culprit again. Will we finally see a yellow? Matthew Thompson counted to 2 and 3. That usually means yellow. Yep, Harvey Neville first in the book. And that yellow card brought to you by Signs by Van.
Harvey Neville having a really difficult time dealing with the spacing. You cannot get too tight here to Glasgow because you're just playing into exactly what he wants. Play the ball around the corner, and now he's just trying to round your beat, handful the jersey, deserving of a yellow card.
You can watch the USL on ESPN2 on June 20th as Powerhouse Championship clubs Detroit City FC and Louisville City FC face off in a Brinks Tires USL Cup battle for the playoffs. Saturday, June 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Glasgow over his shoulder. Rito tracking back. Direct in behind, looking once again for Riley Bedois. It's the interesting thing about this Monterey Bay team. It's a new possession-based style under Alex Cavello, but they're not afraid to go direct here and there because they have the horses for it. That's how they were playing before he got here. They can still surprise you with it here and there. Giving it too much was, I think, their issue, and in the previous regime they were reliant upon it. It became predictable.
About to say the unpredictability factor a lot higher now for Monterey Bay because, yes, if teams drop off, they do have the quality to play through you.
Bent around, flag stays down, race to the ball. Bedois gets there. Olivares backtracking, fed through, and out for a corner.
And if a team does step high, they can play on that top line. Fantastic little ball here from Glasgow as Bedois tries to round the corner. Do not need to hit that first time. You can take a second touch to get your hips straight and then try to find a better teammate that you can play into. But good action yet again for Monterey Bay, breaking through the press.
Nakamura, Nadja. Become the drumbeat of this midfield. Ryuga Nakamura, player who spent the last 4 years in Latvia professionally. With experience in the Latvian top flight, 75 games, 8 goals, 8 assists. That's the tempo for Alex Cavello. I could argue that he's the most important player in this new system. Nakamura, the way he drops it between the center backs, the way he drives the attack forward. Glasgow cuts one for Bedois, gets there first. Riley Bedois in behind, and it trickles wide. Out for a corner. A goal-saving play defensively.
almost a carbon copy of what we just saw with this ball coming wide to Glasgow Boudoir, making a run in between Akwe and Gomez. Oliveras gets caught off of his line. Thankfully, the Sporting JAX weak-sided defender has the ability to drop down and deny what could have been the second for Monterey Bay. But you need to communicate that run earlier. Second time that has happened in a matter of minutes. No pressure on the ball. This back line needs to drop and eliminate the space in behind them, because right now, Riley Bidwell having a field day at operating in that space.
Eagle corner kick. And there that time, Akwe heads it clear. In stoppage time in that game between Tampa Bay and Charleston, the Rowdies found an equalizer. 2-2, so their efforts to remain perfect still alive. Meanwhile here, Sporting JAX still looking for win number 1. Gordon. Second year anchoring this back line at Monterey Bay, wearing the captain's armband, Nico Gordon. Farnsworth. Nadja in the same orbit as Glasgow. Glasgow settles brilliantly. Nadja just beyond his reach. Glasgow hustling back defensively. Just 2-3 passes and a turnover from Sporting JAX every time.
But there's also been 2 consistent patterns of play for Monterey Bay. You play this ball into Glasgow early and have a run from centrally, whether it is Riley Bidwell or Sebastian Leggett, or Nico Gordon picks this ball up from this distance and hits a ball over the top into Glasgow. Those are the 2 actions that we've seen for Monterey Bay that have caused so many issues for Sporting JAX in this back line.
Pressure coming now from Sporting JAX. Monterey Bay play out of it. They can. When they're dangerous, with a lot of room for Nadja and Glasgow to run into. Bidwell puts in his shoulder. Won cleanly by Antonio Gomez. Possession, again, a drastic difference between these teams. Double the passes completed for Monterey Bay than Sporting JAX. What you come to expect now in this new era for Monterey Bay under Alex Covello. Spent time in the area with San Jose Earthquakes, so familiar with the game in the US, familiar with the region. His teeth in Barcelona. Phone ready, Ricky. Enter the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kids Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. I don't know if you're actually eligible. I don't know if we can win it.
Why?
I don't know if we as entities of the league can win that. I'd like to.
4 Brinks Tires. Custom print soccer ball.
It's good to know the QR code works.
Yeah, you get a branded pop-up tent, a custom jersey, $125 Visa gift card, tote bags, tumblers, koozies. Really, a lot of good gear in there.
All right, now close out of the tab and don't get yourself in trouble.
I didn't register. I'm just reading. Just trying to inform our audience.
It's these moments where Sporting JAX try and take some sort of advantage when Monterey Bay squanders possession. It's been rare tonight that they made these mistakes.
Need to find better spacing if you are Summer Swan roster in that central location, because right now there's just no avenues to play through for Sporting JAX. You need someone to drop off and just be that link-up player that you can play into between lines. Tell you what, I think Ross makes contact with the ball there. Not a lot of contact from Ross into somersault, makes the most of it.
Ross, jet misfires. Way back for Olivares. Pressured by Bidwa. Flag comes up, and Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. Game between Tampa Bay and Charleston finished as a 2-2 draw, so Tampa Bay's unbeaten run to begin the season just barely survives. They move to 8-0-4. And it's not just in league play. It's in Brinks Tires Cup play as well. 3 games, 3 wins. They're one of the first teams to already clinch a spot in the quarterfinal without even needing that 4th match day. So all in, they are 11 wins, 4 draws from 15 games, the Rowdies.
Just incredible what Dominic Casciato's been able to, number one, build that roster and get them to buy in quickly. Phenomenal job there in Tampa.
I'm not going to say that Monterey Bay is going to have that sort of turnaround. It's a long, long way to go, but you can draw the parallels. Last year when Dom Casciato came in the summer, took them a couple of games in the same way that for Alex Cabello and Monterey Bay, they sputtered. They lost a couple of games once he first took over, but then it turned around. The last 8 games of last season without a loss for Tampa Bay, carrying it into this year. A lot of those were ties, but they were competing. They were better. They were passing the eye test. They were passing the statistical tests. They were finding results. That happened in July. Monterey Bay were more proactive this year, did it earlier with Cabello, so they have a lot of runway in front of them to turn this around into a playoff bid, Monterey Bay.
Well, look, the eye test certainly there. A lot more free-flowing.
Nadja latches on. Kevin Nadja feeds it across. Mary Glasgow, saved by Olivares.
A lot more free-flowing, a true identity on exhibit here. Phenomenal job from Monterey Bay. This actually starts from Jacob Jackson, the goalkeeper. You bait out Sporting JAX and you play through them. Great little pickup for Nadja. Good first touch from Glasgow. And all he's trying to do is just hammer it low into this near post. That is a phenomenal save from Olivares to make himself big and to keep this thing at only 1-0.
For now, set piece to deal with though. Bagel corner kick. Leggett drops it in near post. Goal kick. Don't miss all the exciting action of Monterey Bay FC with a group outing starting at $25. Plus, enjoy exclusive fan experiences like walkout kids, ball kids, the high five tunnel, halftime contest, and more. Visit MontereyBayFC.com. Akwe, Neville. I don't really recall a moment where Sporting JAX have set up in the attacking half and had a chance to really play that way. Relied on some direct play, some mistakes that have turned into set pieces, but that's been about it. Jacob Jackson has not really had anything to deal with. I say that he has had no shots to deal with, but not much traffic either. He hasn't had to come out to get many crosses. He hasn't had to make many decisions. He's just been coasting back there for Monterey Bay. The only work he's done has been in possession like this.
Been pure domination from the home side. Most of the work that the center backs have had to do as well is with the ball, trying to break through and pick out passes.
Now the center backs of Sporting JAX will be busy. Free kick for Monterey Bay. Serve for Elijah Paul, who's still down.
I am here with my friend George, who is our winner of our Old Fisherman's Grotto. They're getting dinner for two.
Good hold-up play from Elijah Paul, putting himself between the ball and his defender. A little bit of an awkward coming together between him and Gomez. Gomez comes through the back. Elijah Paul cleverly goes down and draws a foul.
Sebastian Luchette cleared. Sean Rose getting a boot on it, getting it out of danger. Nadja. Kevin Nadja end line. Did it take a deflection? No, goal kick.
And it's the first time that we saw Akwe come over and help Harvey Neville. Really well done by the center back to provide coverage.
Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more for the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Some space for Rito. Rito with Harvey Neville supporting. Rito getting a heartbeat too long, closed down and out of play. Glasgow doing the work defensively. Neville works a corner. 43rd minute, team without a shot in the game. Can you make the most of a set piece? Rafferty Petter, little trigger. They'll have to do it again. Thompson came in to keep the peace before the kick was taken. From the corner, a lot of contact there in the middle. Monterey Bay can break out. Numbers going forward, led by Bedois. Rito slows it down. Bedois still ushered out of play. Throw for Sporting JAX.
Good defending from Rizzo not to leave his feet. Just simply lean in Bidouan, force him towards the sideline. How many times have we seen players try to win the ball here? Notice a little bump right here. Really well done. Smart defending from Rizzo.
Monterey Bay looking for a third straight win. Winless until that point. Turning around for 3 in a row. Sporting JAX on the other side hoping that that could be a mirror image of what they could do in the Eastern Conference at 0-8-3. All it takes is one and the momentum shifts. It's not something that's concentrated to just teams at the bottom of the standings. Let's talk about Louisville City right now. 5 games without a victory in league play, 4 losses, 1 draw. And they were having some of the same drum beats. All we need is one. If we get one, we can run. That's what the conversation is for Liam Fox and Sporting JAX. Face an uphill battle on the road down a goal. 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of half number 1. The aforementioned Louisville City FC on the road against Phoenix Rising. 15 minutes in, scoreless there. Penner runs by. Thompson saw no advantage, brings it back for a free kick. Could be the last play of this half. Sporting JAX still looking for a shot. Skalainen hasn't really done much in this one. Ball hasn't found him. Service hasn't been there. Should be the final play of this half. Penner toward Jääskeläinen on the volley. Jääskeläinen out of play. And that should do it for half number 1. There's the whistle. Joel Garcia's goal gives Monterey Bay a 1-0 lead into the break.
Complete performance for Alex Cavello, and Monterey Bay needs to be really pleased with what he saw from this side, scoring a wonderful goal through Garcia. But defensively, they've been compact, they've been free-flowing, going high up the field. If you can get a second straight out of the break, you'll put this game a little bit out of reach. A lot of work for Sporting JAX.
Sporting JAX still looking for the first win of the season. Monterey Bay looking for a 3rd in a row. He believes. Taylor Farms score at halftime. Monterey Bay 1, Sporting JAX nothing. Take a look around USL Championship when we return. Cardinale Stadium on a beautiful night. Home side up 1-0.
Coastal Roots Hospitality is a proud partner of the Monterey Bay Football Club and WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. Coastal Roots Events and Catering, along with its 3 iconic restaurants, Montrio, Tarpe's, and Rio Grill, invite you to pick it up and pay it forward, where 10% of all proceeds from takeout orders are donated to various local charities. And now you can become part of the team. At Coastal Roots Hospitality, employees are the heart of our company, with a firm belief that everyone can make a difference. We are inspired by the love of the ocean, our community, and the Monterey Peninsula.
We're required to have fun. I like to work for this company because of this family feeling.
The Coastal Roots Hospitality Team is a dynamic group of professionals working together to bring exceptional, engaging service and a delicious dining experience to our guests. For more information, visit coastalrootshospitality.com.
Welcome into the Taylor Farms halftime show. Monterey Bay 1, Sporting JAX nothing. Could be on the brink of a third straight victory. Monterey Bay 45 more minutes to dust that off. Take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by Montage Health. And Ricky, all of a sudden for a team that is now in the playoff mix, if they hold on to win this, you're not looking at this schedule and feeling good. You were happy that you finally clawed out, but then you have a very tough stretch ahead.
Yeah, you go to FC Tulsa, who won the West last season, at San Antonio, who are at the top of the West, at Phoenix Rising, which is always a difficult place to play. But then you welcome Las Vegas Lights, who under Devin Rensing are still trying to find their footing. El Paso Locomotive, a team that is not going to be easy. So it's a really important stretch of the schedule here for Monterey Bay if they want to continue to push up towards that playoff line.
That game against Las Vegas in Brinks Tires Cup. Monterey Bay on the periphery of any chance to go through there. Here's a look at the standings brought to you by Coastal Roots. So you see a live look, 12th place, still at the bottom, but the gap closed. They'd be 3 points off of 7th with how tight things are right now in the West. They've got a chance to do some climbing.
Yeah, but you also see FC Tulsa at 5, Phoenix Rising at 4, San Antonio at 1, El Paso at 3. You play 4 out of the top 5 in your recent schedule coming up.
You always have a chance to climb when you're in last because every team you play is going to be in front of you.
Enough,
So there's the other side of that glass half full, glass half empty if you're Monterey Bay. The focus, though, is half number 2. A 1-0 lead on Sporting JAX, looking to keep it that way as the night continues in Seaside.
That he shoots here. Oh, he buries it with a rocket. Not done clearly. It's a late game stunner.
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
It all starts with a spark, an idea.
That idea ignites into a dream.
The dream sharpens into a vision.
The vision fuels a process.
And through relentless craftsmanship, that process is forged into reality. Your vision,
Our craftsmanship,
one unforgettable legacy.
Halftime brought to you by Taylor Farms. Monterey Bay 1, Sporting JAX nothing. Midweek action here in week 15 of the USL Championship season. A look at what else might be going on around the league. Oh, delay there in Detroit City. Was not aware of that. Well, weather this time of year, problematic. They're supposed to be kicking in 15 minutes, so that's good news. So 2 games going on right now. This one plus Phoenix and Louisville City scoreless through 23. The story of the night, the Tampa Bay Rowdies reached 12 unbeaten in regular season play.
Oliveira scores in stoppage time to keep the unbeaten streak for Tampa Bay Rowdies, but going back to that Detroit City and El Paso Locomotive game, if you did not see Armando Moreno's goal, go out and watch it. A phenomenal bike.
I haven't seen it yet, but I have a job to do, so I'll take your word for it, and when we go to the next commercial break, I'll look it up myself. The rest of the schedule going into the weekend, Sporting JAX will take on Detroit City. I think the game that stands out from this weekend is Tampa Bay and Hartford. Hartford is showing a playoff caliber side in the conference, and Tampa Bay will look to get another one under their belt, remaining unbeaten.
I'll look to the game next to that. Charleston will be welcoming FC Tulsa and Luke Spencer. A difficult game at Patriot Point.
Anytime you go to Charleston, going to be difficult. Right now, second in the power rankings in the league. And then the later slate in Week 15 on the Saturday night, Oakland hosting Miami, Colorado Springs hosting Sacramento. That one should be fun. I think the intrigue might be what that New Mexico-Orange County game means in the upper portion of the playoffs in the West. It's a good slate this week.
I think in 2026, that's what's exactly what I'm about to say. Probably the one of, if not the best, slate of games over the course of this weekend.
Could be saying that week in, week out this year. For a deeper look around USL Championship and under the whole USL umbrella, here's Dan Lucas with the halftime update.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We'll get you back out to your match shortly. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines. The championship is grabbing hold of the Prince Tires USL Cup. 2 clubs clinched their respective groups in round 3. The Tampa Bay Rowdies clinched Group 7 with a 2-0 win at Sporting JAX, while Colorado Springs Switchbacks won a critical Group 2 match 2-1 over El Paso Locomotive. While those 2 clubs are now in the knockout stage, Charleston Battery and Sacramento Republic are both on the quarterfinal doorstep. The Battery got the extra point in a penalty shootout against Pittsburgh Riverhounds in Group 6, and Sac Republic put away Monterey Bay also in penalties in Group 1. But as we enter play in round 4, it is potential chaos in Group 4. 5 teams are separated by 2 points. Lexington stole a penalty shootout at Detroit City. Louisville City primed for the group win, but Union Omaha and Indy 11 still have group title hopes. Upcoming national spotlight games on ESPN2, Forward Madison and Fort Wayne on the 17th, Saturday the 20th. Round 4 of the Prince Tires USL Cup begins with Detroit City and Louisville City, and also that night, Las Vegas Lights and Orange County on CBS Sports Network. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
There is a ranch where we belong, where people believe in us, and we see what's possible when we realize our potential. This place dares you to dream, to seize opportunities, and find purpose. This is our ranch.
Online ordering with drive-through pickup now available at Bagel Corner and Postabilities at 3134 Del Monte Boulevard in Marina.
At Taylor Farms, our goal is to create healthier lives by creating healthy, fresh foods. A stronger community is a win for everyone. That's why each time the Monterey Bay Football Club scores a goal, Taylor Farms will donate $500 to a local nonprofit. Healthy goals, healthy lives. A more perfect union. We are Union!
Online ordering with drive-through pickup now available at Bagel Corner and Postabilities at 3134 Del Monte Boulevard in Marina.
Tonight's match is presented by Signs by Van, Taylor Farms, and Montage Health. By Olivares, and we'll take a look at stats presented by Monterey County Bank. I'm trying to think of when that one Sporting JAX shot even was.
0 shots on target. That's something that points out as well. So if you are Liam Fox, you're looking at that first half and saying, number one, we need to do a better job defensively at denying the space in behind and in possession. We need to threaten the opposing goal a little bit more. Maybe that is playing a little bit more direct and making this game a bit more scrappy.
It'll be Sporting JAX in the white from right to left. Monterey Bay in the blue stripes from left to right. Matthew Thompson in the yellow, our official this evening. Only doled out 1 card in that first half. Harvey Neville in the book. Monterey Bay on the brink of 3 straight wins. Sporting JAX still looking for their first win of the season and of their inaugural season. And away we go in half number 2 alongside Ricky Lopez Espin. I'm Joe Malfa. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday evening on ESPN+. Pressure from Bedois, causing chaos already. Nadja went in clumsily, called for the foul. The Monterey Bay Sirens return to Cardinale Stadium this Saturday against San Juan SC at 7 p.m. for Women's Empowerment Night presented by Monterey County Bank. For tickets, visit mbfcsirens.com. Very physical start to this second half. Now it's Monterey Bay on the free kick. Jackson a quiet first half, didn't face a shot on target. Long run to get there. Nadja keeps it in play. Nadja, Paul. Seemed like he was caught between 2 minds there, Paul, to go back to Nadja, return himself. Nadja finding his way out of the corner. 15 appearances, Nadja, in the top flight in the Netherlands between his time at Feyenoord and on loan to Excelsior Rotterdam. Home here for this season to Monterey Bay.
Just so comfortable when he has the ball at his feet, Najee, the way that he glides and really puts pressure on his individual defender. Good play here for Monterey Bay.
Leggett feeds it along. Garcia slipping it through. Similar to the connection on the opening goal. In that area, Leggett found Garcia. This time he went for the pass instead of the shot.
Yeah, the window was there for Garcia. He's just trying to punch this ball into Elijah Paul. Notice a little bit of a window here. Trying to force it in there. If Elijah Paul's on his toes, that is a wonderful looking ball from Garcia, the right back, who's having himself a really strong game.
Garcia is right at home here with Monterey Bay. Fourth player to go from MBFC 2 to the first team. His goal tonight is first in USL Championship play. Actually surprised me when I saw that, considering the way he gets forward and joins the attacks. Monterey Bay. Rose. Somehow still with it. It goes against Garcia, playing from the ground. Given away on that back line by Akwe. Petter. Sadly, he lost his footing in the middle of the park. Petter was eyeing him up, and it ended the threat before it could even begin. Nadja. Nakamura. So many touches on the ball for Monterey Bay. Nakamura almost gave it away, recovered by Glasgow.
The next step in the progression here for Monterey Bay is, yes, to the eye, very attractive style of play for Alex Cavello, but with the amount of possession and chances that you've created, you need to close this door. You need to be more ruthless. You need to put this game away, because it takes one opportunity, one silly mistake, or one chance for Sporting JAX, and they draw this game back.
Here's Sadler. They did it last game, Monterey Bay. They scored 2 goals in the first dozen minutes. And Loudon cut it to 2-1. Monterey Bay scored 2 more, taking it 4-1. Rito. Akwe. Neville. Flipped over to this left side, Harvey Neville, in this second half. Flipped through by Rose. Nobody gets a touch. Goal kick. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus live matches from the USL, MLS Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Paul. Ross. On the turn. It's short of Garcia. Ross. Leggett. Sebastian Leggett, a goal and an assist to his name this season. Feels in this new system, you'll start seeing those numbers rise. The former MLS All-Star, U.S. men's national teamer. Jääskeläinen. Emil Jääskeläinen brought down cleanly in the eyes of Matt Thompson. Ross on that left side. I haven't really heard much from Naja in this second half, but that could change here. Blocked. Through for Rito with space in behind. Rito. Foot race there with Glasgow. You can watch those two race all day. Glasgow wins that one.
Good decision there from just to slow this game down. Last thing that you want to have happen is for this game to open up and be a little bit of a track meet. Continue to establish a dominance in terms of your possession. See if you can break through Sporting JAX and try to get that second. And then you can start to open up because Sporting JAX will then have to start to chase this result.
Ball off the chest. Is it off for Naja? Rolled back, it's Paul breaking through, saved by Cristian Olivares.
Really well done here from Elijah Paul. Notice his movement. When he plays this ball, he continues on because he knows he's going to get it back, but that touch is phenomenal. Takes this long touch out of his body, eliminates Gomez from the equation, and that's a phenomenal save again from Olivares to make himself big and to push it wide of that far post.
Bagel corner kick for Monterey Bay. Dropped in, dangerous ball, headed away by Antonio Gomez. Of Paul's head, a wry smile. Ball was 2 on target. Neville around the back line for Gomez. Naja. Give it Naja for Amari Glasgow.
A little bit of a heavy touch there from Naja. Hasn't been as clean in this second half.
A lot of contact there. Jääskeläinen immediately called for it. It's a little extra in the end from Gordon. These two have been going at it all game long and will continue to do so as the night goes on.
There's a lot of contact from Jääskeläinen and Nico Gordon. A little bit of extras as well. Good refereeing in the end from Matthew Thompson. How quickly he comes down to
Raheem Summersol's night ends his debut for Sporting JAX. Juan Kuzain takes his spot. Subs brought to you by BBSI. Leggett with it. Leggett feeds it across. Saved again by Olivar, and somehow Neville through. Plenty of space here for Rose, looking back for Neville. The right look, but execution not there.
You need to connect that ball. If you are Rose into the path of Harvey Neville, because there is a massive hole that he can continue to run onto. Need to play forward here if you are Monterey Bay.
The Southern Sporting JAX gaining more of a foothold, starting to connect in the attacking half. It hasn't amounted to anything in terms of shots or chances, but more positive from the group.
And how this ball does not end up into the back of the net. Again, Olivar is doing a wonderful job. Reactionary body positioning. The man of the match for Sporting JAX thus far.
Nadja. He's fouled.
eFootball's here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball's free to play. Download now.
Some extra liberties at the moment. Time for the time. Monterey Bay. Second half has been at a snail's pace. Monterey Bay kicking themselves for opportunities to maybe put this away and gone up by a couple. JAX hanging around, finding a footing. Sadlier. Rose. Neville feeding it through. Shout for a handball from Sporting JAX. Didn't matter. Offside is the call. Ross. Nadja slips it through for Leggett. Sebastian Leggett. The Sporting JAX have to come out of their shell a bit more, chasing this goal. That's when Leggett can be a little bit more impactful in the pockets of space.
We need to be more effective for Monterey Bay. You need Topray right in front of Jacksonville's back line. Bait one of them to step out, then you play in between, because right now you're doing a good job at eliminating the first two lines. And once you get to that space, you'll continue to play horizontal or negative.
Look how deep Elijah Paul is right now, ridden to the ground. Tyshawn Rose, it's not where you want him. Naja turns. Feels like the ball's attached to his foot whenever he gets going in those tight spaces. Paul. Legit. Sporting JAX still winless. Last couple of games, arrows been pointing up. Tie against, then first place San Antonio. Tie against Brooklyn, in which they were down 2-0. Came back and battled back to earn that point. Difficult road trip. First time coming all the way out west to face Monterey Bay. Well, in the first half, Joel Garcia put the home side up. It's been the same score ever since. It's Paul again. Wesley Leggett getting the final instructions on the bench for Monterey Bay. Paul through. Ross. Legit serving it up. Flicked away by Akwe. Elijah Paul didn't get it right.
Bit of a deflection here. You can see Alex Covello, bottom of your screen, willing the fans to make more noise. Knows he wants them to be that 12th man. As this ball comes out, Elijah Paul is just trying to loop this ball. It's a little bit of a deflection as Kuzain does make some contact. You love the passion from the manager.
And no matter what else happens in his tenure here, he's going to be passionate. He's going to be all in. Bagel corner kick, legit. He's back with it for Ross. Now Ross delivers it in. The header from Naja just wide. Wouldn't have mattered offside. And that will be his last involvement. Wesley Leggett will be replacing Kevin Naja. Subs brought to you by BBSI.
Was so impactful in that first 45 minutes. Never really found the same rhythm. Naja seemed like they're maybe changing it or waving it off here at Monterey Bay.
Came back for another chat with Alex Covello. Naja did end up coming off in the end. So whatever that last little bit was, it was just some instruction for Leggett. Sub brought to you by BBSI. It's the first sub by Monterey Bay. One used on the other side by Sporting JAX as well. Who's made a couple of outstanding saves to keep the deficit to 1. Rito feeding it through. Chance for a leveler here. It's saved by Jacob Jackson. Not a bad effort from Emilio Escalainen, his first of the evening. It's the first shot on target for Sporting JAX.
Well done from Rito, but this little bit of hesitation right here from Escalainen. That extra touch baits in Farnsworth and gives him a little bit of a bigger window to have that strike. Good save from Jacob Jackson.
Corner dropped in. Here Gomez still battling. Gordon heads it further away. They're down in the box right now for Sporting JAX. Didn't quite catch what happened behind the play. Slow to his feet. Harvey Neville. You can read Matthew Thompson's lips. I'm watching over there. Harvey Neville's asking for something, but with no VAR and behind the play, there's no way to prove a point. Something to keep an eye on going forward if there's any extras involving Harvey Neville. Lifted in, snared by Jackson. Akwe. Sadlier.
Good run from Harvey Neville.
Neville fires one across.
Seems to have more of a freer role. Neville, it's the second time we've seen him do a really good job in terms of his timing to progress toward beyond that back line. To grow into this game a little bit here, Sporting JAX find their rhythm, typically defensively, which giving them more of a confidence to go forward.
A lot of jersey pulling there between Farnsworth and Jääskeläinen. Mostly Farnsworth doing it. Steve Thompson raises his left arm, seems to acknowledge it, playing advantage, and he's pointing at them right now that he wants to chat with them. Whipped in now, saved by Jackson. Rebound is put home! Sporting JAX have been hanging around, and now that they've leveled.
Deserving of this second half, Sporting JAX love this strike from Kuzain. Steps into it. This ball's dipping. Not the best in terms of the location from Jacob Jackson. This is a phenomenal strike from Sadlier. Half volley. Strikes it with his laces into that bottom corner. No chance for the recovery of Jacob Jackson, and 1-1 in the 70th minute.
Brand new game with 20 minutes to go. Sporting JAX now a goal away from their first win. Monterey Bay looking for another to go back on track, looking for a third straight victory. What's at stake for these two teams? Talking about it, Ricky, the last 10-15 minutes, Monterey Bay hasn't been as crisp. Sporting JAX have gained more of a foothold. And all you're asking for is that one moment, that one strong moment by Sporting JAX, that one mistake by Monterey Bay. It's a level game, and here we are.
And USL Championship just so ruthless. Can do a lot of the good work, dominate the game for large portions, but it all comes down to killing games off, being better in both boxes. Monterey Bay in the second half certainly have not taken their opportunities.
Neville lays it off.
And continues to give hope to Sporting JAX, and eventually they draw this game.
Sadlier through, Jääskeläinen back for Sadlier. On the turn, Petter hits. Still buzzing right now, Sporting JAX.
Or Alex Cabello and this Monterey Bay side. You're trying to rely on some of your experienced players to take the sting out of this momentum that Jacksonville has started to ensue.
Thank you so much for coming to hospitality night. I know you love the Marriott, you love Monterey. Thanks so much for coming.
Trying to get the crowd back into this a little bit. We showed you a few minutes ago, Alex Cavello trying to get the crowd back into it. It's just gone stale and quiet as a whole. Monterey Bay in this second half. There were chances. Saves by Christian Olivares. Monterey Bay had multiple opportunities to go up by 2. Kelpie now trying to get the crowd back into it. Still don't know how he'd wear a bandana. I think I'd put it around the hat, right?
Can, but you also can do it around the neck area.
You
too.
could. We could find out next in a couple of weeks on Saturday, June 20th at 7 p.m. for California Rodeo Night. The first 4,000 fans receive a bandana. For more information to purchase tickets, visit MontereyBayFC.com. Turned over, fed through. Moments like that have been wasteful at times for Sporting JAX tonight. In front. Good hustle from Kieran Sallier to keep that ball alive. Over 15 minutes remaining. Just that MLS veteran Ricky Lopez Espin and Joe Malfa. Glad to have had you with us on this Wednesday evening. 1-1 now, and a free kick coming for Sporting JAX.
Starting to slowly unravel here for Monterey Bay. Nakamura gets caught off of his line. Steps in ill-advised. And an opportunity for Jacksonville again to whip this ball right in front of Jacob Jackson to cause some issues.
Yummy dinner, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out tonight, guys.
It'll be Petter to service. Petter, back post, body's there. It's a good chance. How many of those there'll be?
Also a lot of contact on the sideboard here from Gomez, notice. A really good opportunity, actually. He just steps into it, just tries to be a little bit too delicate. The center back, Gomez, good ball for Petter.
Play again. Sadlier, outside of the boot. A lot of contacts. Finally called. Elijah Paul, the extra at the end of that, shoving down Gomez. Or rather, Juan Kuzain, excuse me. Shown a yellow, Kuzain. Yellow card brought to you by Signs by Van. Rose went in like he was angling for a call, Wesley Leggett. get it. 7 minutes remaining. Are 10-5 in Monterey Bay's favor. In the second half, it's only 4-3, and Sporting JAX had more shots on target in the second half, 3-2. This game has flipped. Possession has stayed Monterey Bay's way, but they've just done less and less with it.
A lot of the possession that we've seen from Monterey Bay has been in this area of the field. This runs out of midfield. Give credit to Sporting JAX, have done a really good job at reading them, but also dropping quicker and not allowing that much time and space for players like Elijah Paul and Riley Bidois to run into. Sebastian Leggett needs to become more influential player that likes to operate in between lines in that pocket. And that is exactly what Monterey Bay needs right now to find success again going forward.
Back of Bidois. Back for a foul against Sporting JAX. Akwe just realizing now.
But rightly so, there is a lot of contact here from Gomez on Bidois, both hands around the head. It's a right call in the end for Matthew Thompson.
The end line, floated in front, sets up nicely. Glasgow had a hit in front, saved again by Olivares, now slammed home. You had to wonder if at some point Olivares would just never let up, but Bidois makes no mistake, Monterey Bay back in front.
Really well done in terms of the composure here from Riley Bidois. That look says it all. Ball in from Farnsworth, right side of your screen as this ball gets popped out to get denied once, but simply secure himself, take a first touch and just pop it into the roof of this net. You see the frustration from Olivares. Sadler cannot step out there. He needs to stay like for like with Bidois. As he becomes a little bit over-aggressive, forgets about his mark. That allows Bidois at the doorstep to give Monterey Bay the lead.
A goal presented by Taylor Farms. Riley Bidois has his 4th of the season in just 6 appearances. He has been one of the sparks ever since Alex Cavello took over. Pair of Monterey Bay changes being readied. Eduardo Blancas and Stuart Ritchie for Sebastian Leggett, Joel Garcia. We're told they're up and ready, not yet in. Leggett through. Good save by Nakamura. Long run to get there. Harvey Neville just keep it in at the end line. It'll be a throw for Monterey Bay, and now the subs. brought to you by BBSI. It'll be done for Sebastian Leggett and Joe Garcia. Just make the one sub actually here. Blancas for Sebastian Leggett.
Continues to get more and more comfortable in the system. Sebastian Leggett, as this Monterey Bay side starts to grab some form and growing more momentum, he's going to be a real special player for this group.
Looking for a third straight win. Offside. Yellow card. Shoot to Ali Bidwa. Card brought to you by Signs by Van. Not very much fans of Matthew Thompson right now, but I think he's been fantastic tonight, personally. Genuinely mean that. That's not any broadcast or sarcasm.
He's called a fair game.
Really good,
yeah,
as you expect.
Yep.
He's one of the best around the league. Talked about him early that some days where he maybe skews card heavy and others where it's a little bit less, but no matter what, it's consistent. And some days there's reasons for him skewing card heavy. You have two teams who are feisty, two teams who have history that you want to nip things in the bud, and you set a threshold and keep it. Whatever his threshold is in a given game, he keeps it. And for 85 minutes, he's been perfect.
That's all you can ask for as a player, specifically this consistency throughout the course of 90 minutes. You know what's a foul, what's not, what you can go into and how you go into challenges. Give credit to Matthew Thompson.
Four to play plus stoppage. Monterey Bay looking for a third straight win. They haven't done any climbing in the standings and won't even with a win tonight. They've gone from the depths of despair to a win away from the playoff line. Right now, Jacksonville still in those depths of despair, on the way to 0-9-3 if this holds. Neville To the end line for Sadley, or did he keep it in play? He did. Flick back, well worked. Out for a corner. Zachary Farnsworth in the way of it. From that corner, Akwe. Where it started, Penner. Hurling one. Couldn't make it through. Picked up by Rose, brought down. They're just lingering, Sporting JAX. There will be 3 additional minutes. Glasgow. Leg it just beyond his reach. It'll get there. Alex Camello might get there with him, sprinting down the touchline. And a free kick for the home side now into 3 minutes of stoppage.
And Covello wants to lace up the boots as well, get on the field, urging Leggett to try to go to the corner flag and try to draw the clock down a little bit more. Love the passion from the manager.
Smart for Monterey Bay, taking their time, inviting the pressure. Thompson blew the whistle to get the defender back to 10 yards, and more time just ticks away. Another chance in this for Sporting JAX. Neville curling one that never truly curled. Jacob Jackson will take his time getting it back in. 3 minutes come and gone. They get brought down, foul called. Will they even have to take the free kick, Monterey Bay? And Rossiter trying to hurry it along. They were winless through their first 9 games, but Monterey Bay under Alex Cavello have won 3 straight, and everything is turning up right for Monterey Bay. 2-1, they take it over Sporting JAX.
Showed a lot of different looks this Monterey Bay side. The first 45 minutes, pure domination. The second half, the ability to grind out a result wasn't pretty, but yet it was effective. And this side continuing to grow in confidence and gaining some momentum.
Winning goal for Riley Bidois after Sporting JAX had equalized things in the 70th. The play of the match presented by the Monterey Regional Airport. Bidois winner.
Yeah, right side of your screen, Sadlier steps out ill-advised. You need to stay with your man, but give credit to Riley Bidois to stay with it. Tries to go for power initially, then the composure to take his first touch and just roof this ball. Really good goal from Bidois to secure the 3 points.
And the man of the match sponsored by Bay Federal Credit Union. No surprise, it's the man who scores that winner.
Now you give your side ability to pick up 3 points. Riley Bidois, his work rate on and off the ball. Pressing, really good performance to win the man of the match.
And we lost Alex Cavello. He went into the stands to greet the fans and celebrate with them. He was doing a lap around the stairs and now finally made his way back to the field. Just brings a completely different energy to this team. Final score brought to you by Cannery Row. It's a 2-1 win for Monterey Bay. We are back in a moment to wrap things up from Cardinale Stadium.
On the front lines, you're there when you're needed.
Get this thing rolling.
Before you're needed. On the front lines, you see what others can't. On the front lines, you use every tool possible to deliver safe and reliable gas and electricity. Because you don't just serve your community, you're a part of it. PG&E, on the front lines for us all.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high-five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
There is a ranch where we belong, where people believe in us, and we see what's possible when we realize our potential. This place dares you to dream, to seize opportunities, and find purpose. This is our ranch.
Final score brought to you by Cannery Row. Monterey Bay 2, Sporting JAX 1. That makes 3 straight wins for Monterey Bay FC, and they are clawing their way back within striking distance of that playoff. Full-time stats presented by the Monterey County Bank. Doesn't really paint the whole picture. There was a little stretch in there where Sporting JAX 15-20 minutes really asserted themselves, found the equalizer, but outside of that, total control for the home side.
Domination again for Alex Ravella. Needs to be really pleased with what he saw from his side. The only thing that he's going to want to see a little bit more of that ruthlessness, have the ability to close games off earlier and reward yourself for all the hard work.
You've got another game you could flip over to. Phoenix Rising hosting Louisville City. That one's still going on. Monterey Bay, a third straight win. They're still in last in the Western Conference, but they're just 2 points out of a playoff spot now. And as crazy as things are in the West and as tight as things are, they're only 2 games out of third place. Crazy right now in the West. My broadcast partner, Ricky Lopez, that's been in the crew that makes this possible. I'm Joe Malva saying so long for now. Monterey Bay 2, 3 straight wins in a row as they take down Sporting JAX by a 2-1 scoreline. And Phoenix and Louisville still ongoing. You can flip over and catch that one. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.